Welcome to the Philosophy Talk podcast bundle, Legality and Morality.
The world as a whole is governed by the laws of nature, and they must be obeyed. But human behavior is governed by legal and moral laws. Whether we obey them or disobey them and suffer the consequences is up to us.
What's the relation between laws made by political powers and moral laws and principles? Do our man-made laws, need to fall in line with a higher non-political moral order in order to be legitimate? If so, how do we know what that higher moral order requires? And what do we do if we disagree?
In this bundle, we consider 5 issues connected with legality and morality, and in particular, how they relate in a secular state. We consider both very general issues and specific topics like marriage. First up, philosophy and the law.
What are laws? Just arbitrary fiats by some legislator? How can the law make moral demands on us?
If the authority of the legislature doesn't make laws right, then what higher authority does?
In this episode, we discuss philosophy and the law with Jules Coleman of Yale University. Welcome to Philosophy Talk, the program that questions everything.
Except your intelligence. I'm John Perry.
And I'm Ken Taylor. We're coming to you from the studios of 91.7 KALW, local, innovative public radio for San Francisco.
We're continuing conversations that began at Philosopher's Corner on the Stanford campus.
And from that oasis of thought, our conversation migrates to this oasis of the air, and from the air to the internet via our blog, theblog.philosophytalk.org. And now you can listen to Philosophy Talk anywhere, anytime, at least the best of Philosophy Talk, by checking out our new podcast.
Well, Ken, today our discussion is going to be about philosophy and the law. You want to kind of clarify that for me?
Oh, well, yeah, in 30 seconds or less. Look, there are all kinds of laws. There's the laws of nature, the laws of morality, the laws of a religion, the laws of a state. What do you have in mind there? What kind of laws are we going to talk about?
Well, let's start right at the top. There's a difference between laws of nature and all the rest. The rest are normative. Laws of nature are descriptive. There's no sanctions for breaking the law of nature because you can't do it. There's no prison for all the objects that didn't, react opposite and equally to other objects.
Yeah, although sometimes I wish there were,
That's right.
Yeah. But look, you're right. The law is this kind of thing. A law of morality or a law of a political system is a law. It's the kind of thing that you're supposed to obey. You're supposed to obey it. Somebody says, "Why should I do that?" And they say, "It's the law." Or why shouldn't I do that? They say, it's the law.
But I guess with different kinds of laws, there's different...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?